Hello everyone, hope you're doing good. Welcome back to my channel. I've already put the solution for the day 4 of the November Daily LeetCode Challenge in Python version, and this will be the Java solution for the same question. It is day 4 of the November Daily LeetCode Challenge, and the question is a medium level question, string comparison 3. So this whole overview I've given in the other like video also, but okay, let me do it again for you. So what here is happening is, like, as you can see in the input, we are given a word, and in the output is we have to return basically, a compressed version of it. Okay, so what that compression basically means here, so what you have to do is begin with an empty string comp. Okay, this is basically the answer that you have written. Okay, comp, they are calling it as a comp, you will have to return this as the answer. Okay, while word is not empty, use following operations. Okay, remove maximum length prefix of word made of single character. Okay, better see it example. Okay, that will make the things very clear. For example, let us go with the example 2 first. So what we are doing here is, see here we have around, okay, 9 plus 5, okay, which is 14 a's. Okay, but the question says that we cannot have more than 9. Okay, that is, we cannot have more than single digit number of a's. Okay, so at max we can have 9 a's. So first we will write 9a, and then the remaining a's we'll write separately. Okay, for example, this number is less than 9, so we can write it separately. Okay, that's less than 10, so we can write it separately. So the idea is, for example, whatever the number of a's that you have, at max you can write only 9 a's together. Okay, after that you have to again make another such sequence. Okay, you have to again write using 5 b's, for example, in this case. Okay, similarly there are 2 b's now, so I will write the 2 first and then the number of b's. Okay, so I hope you got this. So see, now coming to the this particular theory. Okay, remove a maximum length prefix of word made of a single character c, repeating at most 9 times. Okay, that is what they're trying to say, at most 9 times. Okay, append the length of the prefix followed by c to comp. Okay, first we have to append the length and then the character itself to comp. Okay, finally you have to return the string comp. Okay, that is the basic question here. This is a medium level question, and we have already simulated this in Python. Now coming to the solution in Java. See, there are multiple ways to do it in Java, but remember one thing. Here you have to return, the return type is again a string, and the word given to is again a string. Okay, so idea here is, you can do whichever way you want, but ultimately the return, that is the return data type, should be string here. Okay, but there is some issue in string. See, we are doing some append operations here, right? But string, which is immutable in case of Java and Python. Okay, thus for every append you are basically creating a new string. Okay, you're not making changes in the existing string. For every operation you're creating a new string. What is creating a new string? So whatever is existing in the string will be copied to a new string, and the new value will be added to that. Okay, that is the basic idea. So that is not a efficient operation according to me. Okay, I will do a comparison, and I will show you that how this can be proved, that yeah, when we are doing such a thing using the string data type in Java, this is actually leading to around 100% increase in the time complexity. That is, it is taking around 100 percentage more time compared to what it would have been have we done this using the string builder. Okay, I will show you both the cases, and also I will show you the time taken by both. Okay, so first, let us do it using the string itself, okay, which is going to be the return type here. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm declaring two variables here, basically the last character and the last character count. Okay, so what is the last character going to be? It is going to be the zeroth character initially. Okay, similarly the last character count is going to be 1. Okay, and it's just the length of the word given to us. Okay, and I'm declaring the answer which I will be returning at last. Okay, I will be returning the answer at last. Fine. What I'm doing now, this is a for this is the for loop. Okay, I'm going through each of the characters. Okay, and I will be running them. So remember one thing. Here I'm starting from I equal to 1. I like that. See, I have already processed the first thing. Okay, last character is already a character of 0. Okay, there is a zeroth character of the word is already being processed, and I'm storing it in my last character. Because of that reason, I'm starting my last character count with 1, because I've already processed this character, right, zeroth character. So I'm making this as 1 at the starting itself. So before I enter for loop, that is already done, right? So what will happen now? I'm going to start with I equal to 1 in this case. Okay, I will go till n minus 1. Okay, let's see what we are doing here. Okay, so I'm declaring this just for the sake of convenience. Okay, because if you see here, current characters differ multiple times. Okay, so I don't want to do like word dot char type multiple times. Okay, inside a single full loop. Okay, so I'm declaring this just to show the intermediate result. Okay, so current char is the char at the ith position of the word. Okay, that is the basic idea. What I'm doing, see, this is the first if condition. Okay, and this is the second if else condition. Okay, this is else condition of it. So what is this? It is checking whether the current character, okay, that is the character at the ith position. Okay, at the ith position is equal to the last character. What is the last character, by the way? The last repeating character. Okay, it could be the previous character, or it could be the repeating character. Okay, for example, if you see here a is repeating. Okay, so here the last character will be a for all these cases, as simple as that. Okay, so what we are doing here, if they are matching, okay, the last character and the current character are matching, what I'm doing, I'm just incrementing. Okay, last character count by 1. Okay, as simple as that. But like my idea here is, inside this for loop I will never allow the last character count to cross 9. Okay, whenever it crosses 9, what I will do, see, whenever it becomes 10, that is, it crosses 9, what I'm doing, I will be making a append to the answer. Okay, what I will appending, I will make an entry of 9 and the last character, because I've made this entry of 9. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to reduce the character count, that is, I have to remove 9 from the character count. Okay, it is 10, I'm removing 9, so it becomes 1, as simple as that. So my ideology here is, within this for loop, okay, I will never allow the character count to become more than 9. Okay, it can be 9, but it cannot cross 9. So the idea here is, whenever I come out of this for loop, the last character count will be either 9 or less than 9, as simple as that. Okay, it can never be more than that. That is the basic ideology that I'm following. So whenever it is crossing that, okay, I am doing this thing, as simple as that. Okay, I'm making entry for the first 9 characters, and then the process will go on. Okay, then this process will go on, but the last character count will be 1, and it can go on for the subsequent loops. Okay, in this case, if you see what will happen, this entry will be made. Okay, this entry will be made. Okay, last character count will be made 1, and the rest, let us the last 5 values, it will be still be processed. Okay, it can still be processed, as simple as that. Okay, the last 5 values, it can still process. That is the basic idea. But first, we will make the entry of 9. First 9. Okay. That is the basic idea. This is the if part. Okay. Now, what is the else part? Else means they are not matching. Okay. Something is not matching. What we have to do, first of all, we have to make the entry in our, you know, answer. What is the answer? Answer is the string that we're going to return. We have to make the entry in our answer, and then we have to update the last character and the last character count. So this is I'm doing it. Okay. Here I'm making the entry for whichever last character that I had. Okay. And whatever is last character count, that I'm making an entry in my answer string. Okay. After I made the entry, I can now change them. Okay, last character will become the current character. Okay, there is the current character will be made as the last character for the next loop, and the last character count will be made as 1. Okay, because this is the first time this character is appearing, right? So this will be made as 1, as simple as that. And remember, in Java, one thing, my important thing is, see, if you are appending a integer, okay, only integer, then it is fine, it will be converted to a string and it will store as it is. Okay, but with that, you cannot append this in the same. For example, this last character count, I cannot write it here like this. Okay, it will be leading to issue. Okay, so you cannot do it like this in a single go. Okay, you will have to do it in a separate go. Okay, as simple as that. Like this, I'm doing, first I'm appending the character count, and then I'm appending the last character. Okay, as simple as that. Yeah, that is one thing. Like, yeah, once I come out of this loop, now just try to imagine what is happening. See, whenever there is a mismatch, only then I'm writing the entries. Okay, only then I'm writing the entries. Otherwise, if the last character count crosses 9, then I'm writing an entry. Okay, there are only two cases when entry is written. But think of a case where, okay, let us say there is only single character. Let us say all characters are D. Okay, this word. Let us say all characters are same. For example, let us say like this. Okay, all are A's. So what will happen? We will never reach this part. Okay, we will never reach this part of the loop. Okay, that means a never entry will be made here. So the idea here is, when we come out of the for loop, okay, for whichever is the last character that we have seen, for that entry will not be made. Okay, because this part got never executed for that. Okay, so once we come out of this for loop, okay, for the last character we will have to make entry inside the answer. Okay, because that was pending. Okay, that is still pending. See, whenever there is a mismatch happens, okay, whenever the mismatch happens, basically you are making the entry for the last scene character, right? But let us say, after all the processing, for example, here these two B's are there, right? For them, there will never be a case where the things are not matching, right? There will never be a case when current character is not equal to last character, okay? Because the string ended, okay? This cannot happen after that. So we have never executed this part for the last two B's, okay? For that reason, when we come out of this particular for loop, okay, we'll have to make the, so whatever the last character count, we have to append that, and what is the last character we have to append that. Okay, that is the basic idea here. If I can quickly run this and show you. Okay, it is, as you can see, it is clearing all the test cases here. Okay, so yeah, this was one such solution. Okay, this is you can call it as something that is of the, though it is marked as a medium question, I will say it is slightly on the easier side. Okay, if you can imagine all the cases properly. Okay, that is one thing. But yeah, there is, if you're doing this in Java, I have one more thing to let you know. Okay, what is that? See, here I am doing the string. Okay, because the answer is in string and the return type is also string, I can return as it is. Okay, it works. I've already segmented this solution also, and I have segmented one more solution in which the solution is exactly same, but here I'm using string builder. Okay, in this case it was a string object. Okay, but I know that for appending operations, okay, see, for string, this particular data type is useful when you're using, multi-threading kind of concept. Okay, this is thread safe basically. Okay, but one disadvantage of that is strings are made immutable. Okay, the strings are immutable. For that reason, it is thread safe. Okay, so you can, while you are doing the multi-threading kind of thing, okay, you can use them. Okay, because they are immutable and they are thread safe. But in this kind of question where we are not having multi-threading kind of scenario, okay, what happens is, because of its immutability, every time you make a append, okay, every time you are appending something, for example, here you are appending something, right? Yeah, yeah, in this case you are appending something, right? So what happens is, Yeah, those will be creating a new string. Okay, so every time you are doing a single append, okay, it is like copying the whole array, the existing previous array, and then it is doing append in that. Okay, so it is very time consuming operation. Okay, I will prove the same using this. So in this solution, what I'm doing, I'm using a string builder. Okay, in string builder, you cannot append directly. Okay, that you cannot do. Like for example, I'm doing it here like plus equal to this. Okay, this is I'm using a shorthand and I'm doing it. But in case of a string builder, you have to use the append operation, and you have to do that. Okay, everywhere you have to use the append operation, as you can see here and here also, right? And then finally, while returning it, I'm converting it to a string. Okay, because remember the data type is string. Okay, you cannot return anything other than that. Remember, it is Java. In Python we don't have this kind of constraints, but here we are having that. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, you are while returning, you have to do a to string. Now let me show you. Now, like, okay, let me tell you that, can you make a guess how much will be the time difference, that is how much time both the codes are taking? Okay, the first code in which we are using the string data type, and the second code where we are using a string builder. So can you quickly make a guess how much will be the time difference among the two? Okay, let me tell you, you'll be surprised to know that there is around 100% difference there. Okay, let me show you the same. So yeah, friends, in this, if you see the first solution, okay, that is this particular thing. Okay, it took 23 seconds. Okay, the string builder took 23 seconds, and the string, okay, the string data type took 1842, which is, you can say, around 2000 milliseconds. Okay, if you see, there are almost if you, like, on a whole, I'm saying around 100% difference is coming. Okay, it is in its 20s, it is around 2000. Okay, there is almost 100% difference coming here. Okay, yeah, so that's what I want to show you, that see how much difference can come just by, replacing this. Okay, here also I'm doing the two string at last. Okay, that is fine, but remember, upon operations are very very common. For example, if you see here how much length it can go to 10 power 5. Okay, that means for every, like in the worst case scenario, for every I, it will be basically doing up an operation. Let us say all the characters are different and the length is 10 power 5. That means for all this celsius will execute it, right? So it will be basically doing two open operations for every, I here. Okay, and the I can be in the range of 10 power 5. So let's think of how many, open operations making. That means that many times it has to recreate the string. Okay, that is the disadvantage of that particular solution. So I've shown you that as well. Okay, here if you see, I'm using the string builder approach, and it is, how much fast it is. Okay, but in the other one, okay, in this particular question, I'm using the string approach, and how slow it is. Okay, so this is something that I wanted to show you, so that, see, this kind of scenario you don't have in Python. Okay, but here this kind of scenario are there. Okay, whatever is the return type, you have to return in that only, otherwise it will throw error. Okay, as simple as that. So yeah, friend, that was something that I wanted to show you. See, there are multiple things. Yeah, I understand the string is going to be advanced thing. Okay, it was like string builder has some limitation, that's why the string is developed, but those limitations are not related to the simple codes. Okay, those are related to threads. Okay, this kind of things you should be using in a scenario where you are not, very much concerned about how much time it is taking, that is how much it is, that you are not optimizing the code. Okay, in case of a multi-threading scenario, this is useful. Okay, but not in case of a general scenario where you can compare it how much difference it is coming. So depends on the case, you have to choose which thing you are going to use. Okay, as simple as that. So yeah, friend, was day 4 of the delete code challenge. This was the Java solution for it. Python solution is already uploaded, you can check that out as well. So I find that was all for today. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.